What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're talking about some Middle Eastern fragrances that are great for the spring and summer, some fresher stuff that I like to wear personally. We've got a variety of houses: Alhambra, Lattafa, Paris Corner, Rasasi, Ahmed, Maghribi, Khadlaj. We've got Fragrance World. We've got a little bit of everything. Some of my personal highlights from each of these brands that I do wear and I do recommend you check out. So let's dive into it. Stay tuned. Starting with one from Maison Alhambra that's kind of like vibrato. Obviously, none of these are going to match the quality of, well, certain instances, very few instances we'll get to in a second, but will match the quality, especially this one because it's a Sospiro clone. We're talking vibrato, but here this is Maison Alhambra's version called Philos Messenger. The Philos Messenger, all the citrus, all the fruits. Not quite as spiced, a little bit of the ginger spice with that ambroxan smell. The Tigar vibrato DNA. Here it's more vibrato because it's got more fruitiness going than just grapefruit, because Tigar's DNA is pretty much just a nice warm grapefruit smell. This stuff is really good though. Any of you that watch my weekly rotations, you've seen this come up many times. I wear this one quite often. It's been about 2 weeks since the last time I wore it, but I go on stretches where I wear it for like 2 months straight. It's actually really good. I smell it just floating around in the air. Temper expectations on it being some beast, because it's kind of a, average 6-7 hour range performer. Nothing weak by any means, but not a monster either, but mega fresh and super easy to like. And as per everything in the video, very affordable. It's Maison Alhambra's Philos Messenger. If this was ranked, this would be number one. This is my favorite Paris Corner fragrance. This is my favorite affordable fragrance these days. I wear it all the time. Literally 2 nights ago. Paris Corner's Ministry of Gourmand Coconut Lagoon. So you can see that juice level dropping. This smells like sugary skittled citrus. Like the citrus here with the caramel. Caramel straight up smells like sugar cane. It smells like Skittles with a candied coconut. Think artificial coconut that you would find in candy bars like Almond Joy and such. That candied coconut with a candied citrus. Again, straight up smells like sugar. Dries into a somewhat creamy vanilla. So good. So good. Gotta love this stuff. I can't recommend a fragrance enough. It's just a fun fragrance. It smells so good. Again, that juice level is steadily dropping. I wear this one often. I wear this one the most. Legitimately. There's not a week that goes by that I don't wear this since I got it, because I love it that much. Again, if this was ranked, this would be number one, but candied coconut, Skittle-like citrus, sugared candy. It's just Ministry of Gourmand. It smells like candy, basically. Paris Corner's Coconut Lagoon. Definitely the strongest performer in this video. It's a straight-up beast. It's minty fresh. It's bubblegum aquatic. It is Rasasi's Hawas Ice. Rasasi's got a bunch of great Hawas flankers and more coming throughout the year. They've kind of ramped up releasing in this line, and they've all been good. No misses. Fire is good. Elixir is good. Black is good. The original's still good. We got a green one coming. There's a pink women's release that just came out. They're just good. For the money, hard to beat. But this is the best one to me. It's not as fruity as the original. This is even more Invictus Aqua, freshwater aquatic. But the big caveat here is that nice mintiness. Admittedly, it's kind of a toothpaste mintiness, but it works. Really works. This stuff smells incredible. It performs phenomenally. It will pull some compliments for you. It's a hype beast for a reason. This is one of Rasasi's best, but my favorite Rasasi fragrance, honestly, it's Hawas Ice. In the vein of Blue Talisman, while not exactly one-to-one, it's a fresh fruity meets citric type of fragrance. It's a little minty green. You've got some woods, some clean musk. I believe there's a little bit of ginger in here. It doesn't really spice it up all that much, but Lattafa's Art of Universe. Yeah, it's a gimmicky, kind of corny, looks like a kindergartner put it together. A kindergarten art project type bottle. But fragrance is good, and that's all that matters to me. Really good performance. It is a cheaper smell up close, but out in the air, it's great. Scratches the itch for Blue Talisman for me. Obviously can't even come remotely close to the quality, but the profile, good enough, close enough, way better than Fragrance World Taj 2 in my opinion. I mean, way better. You understand me? I did a full review on this one not that long ago. I keep reaching for this one because I like it. I like it a lot. Blue fragrance, done right. My favorite blue that Lattafa's put out. Again, it's not exactly a one-to-one carbon copy clone, but clear they were going blue talisman here, and it does the trick for me. Like I said, it's good enough. Rare that I find a Middle Eastern fragrance that I find good enough to not get the original. To me, this is good enough to not get the original. Again, that's the Kindergarten Art Project bottle, Lattafa Art of Universe. Just reviewed this one from Paris Corner. I find it's supposed to be Torino 21, but I find it's more of a cross between Torino 21 and Renaissance personally, with a very, 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 very soapy lavender. Because basil here is not all that green spiced. It's kind of minty smelling, honestly. With Paris Corner's Voux Zingy. Love the bottle, too. This Voux line is stellar. I'm 2 for 2 on this line. I've heard Voux Elegante is a phenomenal Naxos clone. I do need to try that one. But this, see, that basil just smells minty. It could be that soapy lavender oil mixing with some of the citruses and everything. That's kind of, because there's a load of different citruses here and a clean musk. It just, I don't know, it just makes this minty green accord. That's why it's like, yeah, it's closer to Torino 21, but I wouldn't say it's exactly Torino 21. I initially thought they were kind of going the path of Renaissance the first time I smelled it, but I'll split the difference and call it somewhere in the middle, which I actually prefer. So if you have either of Renaissance or Torino 21, it's not too redundant. It's actually really good. Paris Corner continues to step their game up. Performance is in that middle of the road area, but it's just a great anytime fresh citrus fragrance. This Paris Corner's Voux Zingy. From what I've gathered, it's starting to get a bit easier to find this. It was hard to find for a while. Had a lot of hype when it first came out. Smells like Greenlee. Cheaper cedar smell than actual Greenlee. That's the only difference I've ever found between the two. On test strip, they're virtually identical. Fragrance World's Aether and their French Avenue line. This is good stuff. Average to slightly above average in the longevity. Let's call it 6, 7, 8 hour range. Depends. Nose fatigue, I think, kind of gives me a bit. It might be stronger than I actually think it is because of nose fatigue. But it smells amazing. Green apple, fresh greens, woods. Like I said, the cedar's a little on the sharper, cheaper side. It does stand out to me, but that fades. Overall, fresh green, woody, and fruity. Just like Greenlee. Dead ringer for Greenlee, in my opinion. Again, cheaper smell. You know, Parfums de Marly uses a lot of higher grade synthetics, so you will notice a quality difference. Even though people like to kind of throw shade at Parfums de Marly, they're just expensive synthetic designers. And man, Raja Dove's got $2,000 fragrances that use high grade synthetics. You just can't tell because they're high grade synthetics and they're a more photorealistic oil smell to whatever the oil is. You know what I mean? So like, sometimes people don't realize what they're saying when they're saying it. 'Tis the internet. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. But if you like Greenlee and you want it affordably, check out Aether. Recently reviewed this one. Very impressed. I get a lot of that watermelon smell. It's like Percival. Fierce DNA type of stuff, but more aquatic and definitely has a juicy watermelon smell. This is Ahmed Al-Maghribi Kaaf. The performance on this is apparently, according to viewers in my review, much better than I'm getting. Because even in the review, I was like, I really think I'm getting a lot of nose fatigue here because it's monstrous early on and then it fades pretty quickly. So I was pretty confident my nose was just wearing out to it. And I was like, guys, let me know down below. Is it nose fatigue I'm getting? Is it a beast for you? And a lot of people were like, yeah, it's a beast. You're going nose blind, which I figured. I figured that was the case. So monstrous and other people, it just overwhelms me apparently. But for the time that I can smell it, it's phenomenal. Wife's a big fan because she loves the Percival DNA. Fierce DNA really, but Percival's the best one. But for the money, this is pretty hard to beat. Quality's pretty good. Considering, I mean, it kind of aligns with them. I mean, they're even Percival. It's Cologne and Ambroxan and stuff like that. Again, higher grade, but this still just smells incredible. What a great pickup from them. I get it now. A lot of people were asking my opinion on it, and I happen to get it from Perfume Box, and it's my favorite Ahmed Al-Maghribi fragrance now. I've got about a dozen fragrances from them, and this one just stands out because in this household, we're fans of Fierce. And this is a more aquatic, watermelon-dominant twist on Fierce. It's just fresher. Again, that's Ahmed Al-Maghribi Kaaf. Any of you Le Beau Le Parfum fans want it on a budget, and it's actually a bit fresher. you're going to want to check out the ever so hyped Khadlaj Island. This is hype warranted, hype justified. Love the bottle, love the atomizer, love the fragrance. The fragrance is fantastic. You get all the juicy fruit smell, you get that fresh greenery, you get the coconut. It's powdery sweet. It's all of that tropical goodness of Le Beau Le Parfum. Look at that atomizer. I'll try to have everything linked down below, guys, between YouTube's shopping network as well as places like Perfume Box and Fragrance Buy and all that will be linked in the description. You have options. Again, you don't have to buy nothing to watch these videos, but I know, I get it. I'm a shopaholic when it comes to fragrances too, and that people use these fragrance videos as a guide to just go spend some money sometimes. I get it. I'm not encouraging it, but I understand it. And I'll have some links below if you're interested. But this one, I don't know if it's in stock currently because it sells out fast. Every time it does come into stock, Joma Shop, Fragrance Buy, you name it, it goes. The hype is justified on this one. And with warmer weather rolling around for a lot of us, especially if you're in the southern states here in the U.S., this is a darling for the money. It's like $34, $35 range. It's good stuff. Performance slightly above average too, because I know somebody's going to ask. I try to remember every time to mention it as best I can, but beautiful bottle, Khadlaj Island. We've got another from Fragrance World in the French Avenue line that, again, if you watch my weekly rotations, you see this one pop up quite often. This is one that I say just get this instead of seeking out the limited edition bottle of Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Platine Privé. This is Fragrance World's Arsh from French Avenue, their French Avenue line. This is really good. Really good. Super vibrant, juicy citrus. A little spiced. Not as heavy on the bitter almond accord, but a little spiced. I believe saffron's in here, and it does give it kind of a warm, spiced, kind of hot citrus, if you will. Super good, though. Super, super, super good. My God, do I love this fragrance. Quality bottle, quality atomizer. On par quality juice to the Guerlain. I did a side-by-side because I do have a 5 ml decan of Platine Privé. Yeah, the Guerlain's still a little bit better. And look, if you want to spend the money and seek out the bottle, go with the original. You want the original experience, you need the original. But this is almost and close enough, and I'm with it. This is another one of those rare occasion clones where I'm like, just get this. Just spend the $40-ish, whatever this one is, and don't bother seeking that out. Unless you're collecting the line, and it's the one you're missing, which for me, I'm collecting the line, and Platine Privé is the one that I'm missing. And believe it or not, I just don't deem it worth it. This is good enough. This is the one time. I'm not saying I'll never seek it out, but I have no plans currently because I'm jiving with this. It works. If you want Guerlain L'Homme Platine Privé, just get this. Good performer, too. Above average performer. French Avenue Arsh. And last but not least, you want Pacific Chill on a budget. Man, this is still a good one. Luciano's Coastal Breeze does the trick. That tropical apricot, citrus, fresh green, watery aquatic. Man, this is good stuff. This is an average performer right around 6 hours. I'm sure it's a little nose fatigue, though. God, it smells good. If you've ever smelled Pacific Chill, I do have a bottle of Pacific Chill. It's the only Louis Vuitton bottle I actually have is Pacific Chill. It's my favorite LV fragrance. And I did have the original first. And I wear this more often. I don't know why. It's like there's no reason to save Pacific Chill. I don't know. Spray the cheaper one more. Quality difference. Not 100% accurate, but like 90. Dead ringer. Really good. Really good. And citron and apricot, it's so good. When I first got this one, I was like recommending it like crazy. It's been a little while, but we're starting to get closer to the warmer weather here, so it's time to put it back in my rotation too. And this is one that definitely gets that thumbprint stamp of approval from old TLTG. This is good stuff. I highly encourage it. If you want that tropical smell of, the citron and apricot and the fresh green, like palm leaf kind of vibe that they have with this fragrance, save your money. You don't have to spend over $300 on Pacific Chill. Just get Luciano Coastal Breeze. Well, that was the 10. And I recommend these 10 because I wear them. I enjoy them. They're worthy to me. A lot of these I have the originals for. Decan of that one, that's its own thing. That's basically Invictus Aqua. Of course, I have that. I have Greenlee. I have Renaissance. I have a decanted Torino 21. I used to have a decanted Blue Talisman. Never got it. I have everything that smells like this. I have Le Beau Le Parfum. I don't have Platine Privé, but I do have Pacific Chill. I have most of the originals to these. And kind of wear these more. I don't know why. I just do. So, again, there's links below if you want to check them out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.